Welcome to Let's Talk Jets Radio.
Mr. Hollywood.
Yo, himself, Mr. Primetime, Ordinary Chef O'Leary on here, bro. We got the greatest chef in the world on here, man.
Is that the new nickname? What's going on, bro?
Yo, bro, listen, man. I watched it. Yo, happy birthday to Pops first.
Happy belated birthday. My father, 69, never felt better. He's doing great. So he's living life. He's enjoying it. So happy birthday if he's watching.
The food you cooked, man, was absolutely amazing, bro. Like, I know y'all ate great, bro. I saw shrimp, I saw steak, I saw ham, cheeseburgers, I saw kebabs.
Dude, my dad had like the jumbo, like the prawn shrimp. Like he had those. Like we were grilling up the shrimp. I bought a couple of lobster tails. I had a gift card from Tyson actually from last year for Omaha Steaks. So I got a couple like lobster tails on the skewers, a couple skirt steaks. Shit was dope. Of course, I did my onions. Always have to do the onions.
It looked good, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. It looked amazing.
So let's say what's up to the chat real quick before we talk.
What's up, chat?
AFC East being wide open.
What's up, nephew?
Before we talk Jets Patriots. Tyson shotgun will have to be postponed until tomorrow. He just ran a 13-mile race over the weekend, so I know he's exhausted. So
if y'all get a chance to, man, yo, send a big shout out to Tyson, man. Also watch his interview with Matt O'Leary. Really, really good interview. Really, really great content. You know, I love Matt O'Leary. I've been a fan of his for a long time. The interview with him and Tyson was really, really dope, man. I always support the show. So big up to him. If you're not following him, subscribe. Let's get it popping.
Shout out to Boogie Down Dave, who lives in Florida. Getting a lot of crap from Dolphin fans. Hopefully we'll be there to shut him up. Week 18.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Valen?
Yes, sir.
I'm too slow at the chat. Tyson like fires away like every single comment.
Absolutely.
Like, shit. I'm on my. I have my mouse somewhere over there too. I got to break it out. That was a rare weekend, one we enjoyed because Jets have a winning record, not one where the Jets can't lose because they were on a bye. You know, the only headline they came out of this week: DJ Reed got engaged. Like, how beautiful is that? We don't have players riding around on ATVs. Like nobody that came back 10 pounds overweight, no injuries, just a nice, quiet, relaxing bye week. Exactly what we needed.
Don't you love it? And you know what's so crazy, man? The bye week used to be my favorite week of football because that's the one week where I know I don't have to worry about us losing.
What's up, Afram?
You know what I'm saying? What's up, OG? It's a beautiful feeling, man, that we got a solid team going into it. It's gonna be it's exciting, bro. What's up, Elmo? What's up?
I knew you were gonna notice Elmo.
Yo, Elmo is everywhere, bro. What's up, Anthony? Also, man, what's up? Hit me with Mr. Hollywood. Yo, you know what it is. Yo, it's
Lane. Still waiting for your phone call, man.
Yo,
we'll post the link tomorrow night, man. It'll be there. It'll be there. As we promised you the week before, you will be first in line.
Yep,
biggest game in 7 years. I think even Samini tweeted before. This is the latest that the Jets could be in first place going back to 2010. When they were 9-2 going up against the Patriots that week.
I mean, you know, it's just something to be excited.
That's actually the Butt Fumble game, right?
Yeah.
that was the Bury the Football game.
Exactly. Yeah, that was the ugly game. That's when who got hurt that weekend? With a safety go down that weekend, and Leonard came in and started that game, and we got murdered, bro. It was like 46 or something, bro. It was horrible, but we bounced back and we did what we had to do that year. So.
Positive vibes only. Positive vibes,
sir. AFC Championship game, baby. Remember it, baby.
Yeah, happy birthday again to my pops. Enjoying 69. Wish we all were.
Absolutely.
So I guess we'll start with this, and I don't want this to come off as negative, but it seems like any time that you talk about the division, everyone's saying like, "Oh, hold on, take a step back. You know, we were only supposed to win 8 or 9 games. Let's keep expectations realistic." But I'm just like, you know what? We said all year we wanted this team to be better in the second half than they were in the first half. Right now, you got 6 wins. So, if you're talking about 8 or 9 wins, well, that's going 2-6, 3-5 in the second half. To me, I want this team to finish stronger than they started. And I don't think the schedule is anything crazy. Like, you look at the Patriots schedule. I was going through all the schedules of the AFC. Like, dude, the Patriots schedule, they've got a murderer's row coming up. All 8 games are tough. They could lose all 8 of them. So like I'm looking at the Jets, and I know it's week to week and everything like that, but we're in such a unique position right now, middle of November, actually talking about being in a division race. I'm sorry, I'm raising the bar, I'm raising expectations. We could talk about this being a successful season and all the growth that we've had, all the young players that have come up at the end of the year. Right now, we got a shot at the division.
Well, I'm going to say this right here. Like at the beginning of the season, all we want to do is play meaningful games in December, and I think that they have accomplished that wholeheartedly. Um, so finishing the season the way we started it is all I'm looking for. Like I said, listen, this team has overachieved, but it's not overachieving at the level of where everyone's surprised, because I mean the first couple of weeks you're surprised, but now you're really seeing how good this defense is. You're really seeing how good this offense can be, how explosive it can be if Zach plays within the parameters of the offense. You're also seeing that our coaches improved. We've improved on every avenue. So having this week off, getting ready for the Patriots,
And,
like
and Joe was making a great point here. I mean, this position is not guaranteed next year. You know,
nope.
the Bills have kind of had somewhat of a down year, like at least by their standards. You know, we've been relatively fortunate as far as injuries go this year. Like you never know where the team's going to be at this point again next year. Right now, you have a chance to beat the Patriots and be in first place. Like, what more could you ask for?
I mean, what else could you ask for? No one saw that coming. So to say that we're even in position to play for first place this week, man, that's a beautiful thing. And listen, like we still got meaningful games to play in December. Like when was the last time we said that? 2015, 2010? That's a long time. And you know what's crazy? This team deserves all accolades, man. These guys have been humble. They've shown up every week. They've had bad weeks. They've bounced back from it. So I mean, hat goes off to these guys, man. Really do.
Changing the narrative for this team and sending a message is winning this game. Period. I completely
Absolutely.
agree. 13 straight losses to the Patriots is enough. It's time to slay the beast. Get this monkey off your back. There's no. They were the better team. The first matchup. You know, we kept talking about that pick six, how that kind of changed momentum. You know, the roughing the passer that took that back, and the Jets just they didn't respond from that. You know, but now like we're battle tested. We showed that we can hang with Buffalo. Like, to me, there's no excuse this week. Like, they are absolutely the better team. They are absolutely the better team.
I feel like this. I mean, last game I thought we were the better team, and I feel like at the moment of what it was, I think that interception was crazy. Like I just think that was a bad play. I think it was a bad call. The NFL said it was a bad call, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if you want to be great, man, you got to beat great teams. You got to be the team you're supposed to beat. Right now, on paper, we should beat the Patriots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I completely disagree with this comment that if the Jets lose every game the rest of the season's a win.
Nah,
I mean, to this point, yes, they have absolutely overachieved. But if you go out and you lose 8 straight now and you finish with 6 wins, I mean, what did you really accomplish then? You identified some young players, but if you're losing 8 straight to close out the year, I mean, do you have the quarterback? If he's not able to win one of these next 8 games, to me, that would be a massive problem.
If you're looking at 6-3, then you know what I'm saying, you can say something like that. But 3-6, but we're 6-3. So, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not looking for this team just to go lay down and just fall apart. I think these guys are humble. They play hard. We got a great
They're
defense.
A young team, dude. They should be getting better as the season goes on.
They don't know any better, bro. And that's the best part about it. They don't know the same old Jets. They don't know that we're supposed to lose these games. They don't know any of that. They don't realize that. They don't care about that. And at some point, as fans, we gotta jump on the bandwagon and ride it back and support this team for what they're doing. Listen, and I understand when they have bad games, we're definitely going to call them out. But for right now, I mean, to be 6-3, going to the Patriots week, and if we win this game, we're in first place. I mean, second in the AFC. That's crazy.
And this is a great comment. Expectations move as you progress through a season, right?
Yep.
We didn't know exactly what we had on defense. They were the worst ranked defense in the NFL last year. They were terrible. What was the one game with the Patriots? They gave up 54 points. They couldn't stop the run all year. They were arm tackling. They looked like they quit in games. And now we have a top 5 defense. We didn't expect that kind of jump. We didn't expect Sauce to be playing like a number 1 corner. So as you start having these things, as you're saying, all right, Garrett Wilson, he's ready to play right now. Like, you're starting to identify pieces and you have playmakers. So why shouldn't we raise expectations a little bit?
I mean,
To
I
me,
think you
9,
have.
10 wins, like that's got to be the minimum now.
I think you have to, and I think I watched something today, and then we're like, "Yo, 9 or 10 wins might not get us in. We might need 11." You know what I'm saying? I think that I'm not overlooking anybody in the schedule because I think every week is different. But I think that if you're looking at the end of our schedule, man, we should be able to be and compete with every one of these teams. And I'm excited about the Minnesota matchup. I'm excited about the Buffalo
Yo,
matchup again in
Jefferson and
Buffalo.
Sauce, man, I can't wait for
Yo,
that.
I mean,
Yeah,
absolutely,
they might
bro.
have Reed on him, but still, I
Yo,
hope Sauce gets
I'm just
a
I'm
piece of him.
looking at us. Yeah, exactly. I'm looking at our secondary to go against one of the best receivers in the league. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like I said, man, we have a lot to look forward to. We're the watch. You know what I'm saying? And we're watching our team grow. And number one, we're the best fourth quarter team in the league
By far. It's not even
by
close.
far.
Not even
Exactly.
close.
So that's
We've
so
almost doubled up who's in second place.
absolutely. So no, I think they were adding what two teams were, and we still outshine both of those. So listen,
Crazy.
you got to give this team credit. You got to get solid credit. You got to, and number one, you got to give Joe D credit. Joe D has
Yep.
pieced together something that we didn't see when we were looking at the cuts early in the season. We were surprised that Pinnock wasn't there. You know, we were mad that Coleman got cut. I mean, a lot of things we were frustrated about, and we sit back and we look and we watch what these guys have done, and they perform. And the one thing that we need, and listen, I'll keep harping on this, and I'll take whatever smoke you got. If Zach plays better, this team could be unstoppable. I'm just being real with you. But
Dude,
you know, he has to
they're an
play on
elite. They're an
consistent.
elite quarterback away from being a true
Yep.
contender.
And you know what's crazy? I don't think you
And
need to be.
even game managers act the Jets are a playoff team.
Yo, listen, I don't. Listen, and I'm gonna say this right here because I've been harsh on the kid myself. I'm gonna say this right here. It's gonna come a time when Zach has to win some games.
Yep.
And trust me, I think the kid has the moxie and the arm to get it done.
He showed he could do it against Pittsburgh.
He just has to understand that right now, when that time comes, just be ready. Yo, play boring football. Yo, make the good read. Yo,
Play boring
understand,
football, and the bigger plays are going to open up.
absolutely, and understand what the defenses are doing. See where your checkdowns are. See where your hot reads are. Be able to read the defense. And there's a slow down. Listen, this kid only played 19 games in his whole career. So right now, you know what I'm saying, we're looking at this kid and we're looking at, oh, wait, going into his second year, he should make that jump. But we got to remember he missed 5 games last year. He missed 4 games this year. So I mean, this is what it is. So the more reps he gets, the better he is. We got to minimize the bad mistakes, the bad interceptions, the throwing off your back foot, the throwing in the triple coverage, that type of stuff.
That was the difference in the first game with the Patriots. That was the difference. 5-point game.
You know what I'm saying? Live to fight another day. And I think that once he learns to do that, we're going to be a really forceful team in this league.
We need Corey to come back this week to help open up the passing offense. So, yeah, he was at the facility all week. They said he was doing rehab all week.
Yeah,
it sounds like he's progressing, but yeah.
But he's still day-to-day. From what they were
exactly,
saying,
yeah. Salah said he's still day-to-day. He ruled Rankins out, Fant out.
Fant sucked too. I suck. I was hoping Fant would come back.
But they said Mitchell returned to practice. So
no. Did they say he returned? They said
he's eligible. They opened up the window for him to start.
Yeah, he was doing individuals. Yeah, so I hope,
you wonder even if he is ready though. Like the rust factor, he's been out 4 weeks. He's been pretty good. Like, do you even try to make a switch there?
I'm scared. See, listen, I'm scared to change it up because I think that the line is starting to get, you know what I'm saying, a little continuity together. So why change it up right now? I think once Fant comes back, I think Fant plays at a whole different kind of level. But the way he's hurt, I mean. I was hoping he was coming back after the break. I'm saying after the bye, but now it looks like he might be out a couple of more games. So that's, you know, he's not even practicing. So that's not good at all.
Not good. Highly recommend Brett Coleman's breakdown of Sauce. If you haven't seen it, I'll definitely check it out. I always love me some Sauce breakdowns. Zach needs to play mistake-free football. We can't get any stupid penalties, and that's another thing. Like I was bringing up the pick six before. You know, like we were there at that game. It just felt like the energy just was zapped after that play, and they didn't have any kind of way to recover from it. Like now, like you got to be able to take that shit. Like you know the Patriots are going to get calls. You know Belichick's a good enough coach where they're going to make some plays. Like you got to be able to have some heart and bounce back from that shit.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you know, I think what happened in that game, I think they got shocked. I think that they knew they were the better team. They wanted to win. I think that once that happened, and it was early in the game, but it's still, I think it had a tremendous effect on their mindset. But listen, they're young, and listen. We came back out to bye. No one thought Buffalo was going to lose. No one thought we'd be playing for first place. This is a whole different kind of feel for this game. Mm-hmm. It's a whole different kind of vibe now. I mean, just a division rival that's beat you 30 times in a row is very important. But now you're playing for first place, man. A team that no one would have picked that, bro. I'm telling you, if you took the over at Jets winning 7 games, after the bye, bro, listen, you'll be a millionaire right now. Whoever made that bet, please call me, man. Help me out, man. I'll need some help.
Sauce is absolutely a top 5 corner right now. Not even a question, I don't think.
Absolutely.
This win would mean a lot. No more same old Jets, top of the
Yep.
AFC East, something we never say as Jet fans.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
dude, just for again, like beating the Patriots, 13 straight. Like they've been torturing me since Brady
Bro.
took over. I mean, it's been 20 years.
20 years, bro.
20
I mean,
years since we won a
tw-
division. 20 years since we've had a home playoff game. Like we've been tortured by this
and 20,
franchise. So
20,
like
20 years of
this is the game to
cockiness.
exercise those demons. This
Yo,
is the game
20,
to do it.
20 years of cockiness. 20 years of just asshole type fans, asshole
Getting run
team.
out of your own
Oh,
stadium. Just
absolutely,
dude,
man. Listen,
end
I'm
all
gonna
that shit this Sunday.
I'm gonna be really honest with you. What they did last year was so tasteless, bro. I'm gonna be really honest with you. If you'd have done that to Belichick, bro, he'd have had a conniption fit on the sideline. Yo, you run up the score 54, still taking bombs, stuff like that, bro. That's just tasteless, bro. But that's that
I want us to have a
organization.
game like that.
Oh, bro, against them?
Yep.
Oh, bro, that's all you can hope for, bro. Listen, I hope, bro. Listen, I want a shout out, bro. I want to go to Foxborough, bro, and I don't care what we beat them by. I don't want them to score.
Just get the win. Yep.
Yep.
Good comment here from Don. Also, Josh Allen talked about his year 2 game against the Patriots. I think he had 2 or 3 interceptions, and he identified that as being like the game where things started to ultimately click for him. So hopefully Zach can have that same mindset where like he played a bad game, but he went back, watched the film, learned from his mistakes, saw the open checkdowns that he didn't take, saw the foolish passes that he was trying to force in there, and just realized like if I play within the offense, that's another win, and we're 3-0 in the division.
And I think what happens is you've seen quarterbacks come in and producing this offense. And Zach has to understand that, man. Listen, I'm going to say this right here, too. This is off subject real quick. Listen, all you fans jumping on Josh Allen, I mean, y'all got to be really, really retarded, man. This kid is actually hurt playing the way he's playing. Yo, it's crazy how people are like, well, he's the. Yo, that's why I stopped watching. Like this the media takes, bro. They be so trash. Oh, now Josh Allen's trash. Now he's not a good quarterback. Man, get out of here, bro. Kid's a monster, bro.
Yep. And going back to what you were saying also before, just about Joe Douglas, like you got to touch on Saleh too. Like Douglas did a phenomenal job as far as the long-term plan, identifying and trading guys like Adams and Darnold, stockpiling all those draft picks and actually hitting on some of them. But you give credit to the to the coaching staff too, because we've actually dealt with some injuries this year, especially on the offensive line. We were talking last week with John Benton, the job that he's done piecing together that offensive line. 3 starters are out. You can't downplay that. The turnaround of this defense, you give Ulbrich credit, you give Saleh credit, going from last year to top 5 this year, excuse me.
Yep.
Just an incredible turnaround. You give credit all the way around.
Hey, listen,
GM, coach, all of it.
And one thing I'm gonna say about Joe D, man, yo, listen, he killed this draft, bro. I mean, this will be a day primetime we'll look back on in time and be like, yo, that was the draft right there that changed everything for this organization.
The last 2. If Wilson's your quarterback, you throw in AVT in there as well. I mean, I don't think Elijah Moore's part of your future anymore, but just those 2 pieces alone combined with what you got this year, like that could be your core going forward.
You know what's so crazy is the fact of the matter is, and this is why we were so bad as a football team.
Thank you.
Because we drafted players that didn't stay or didn't produce for years. It was years of number ones that didn't produce. So to watch a GM come in and not only pick up Zach and AVT, then the next year you pick up, Sauce, Wilson, Johnson, and Hall all in one draft, and then you might even find you a right tackle in Mitchell. Come on, man.
And
Then,
Clemens
Clemens and bro, it's just a beautiful thing to watch this thing work. Now, a lot of people go back and they say, well, back to this and back to that. Listen, I'm not concerned with that. You can't.
Becton's a bonus at this point. If he's on the field, great. If not, you move on. You sign another tackle. They're showing they can make the offense work though without dominant tackles right now. So.
And imagine the whole team being healthy. Like just imagine. Bro,
sorry to cut you off. I got to know why Steve is nervous about this game. What's there to be nervous about, Steve? We had the bye week. We got revenge on our minds. We got first place. I mean, what's there to be nervous about?
I think this team wants it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, going to Foxborough. Listen, at the end of the day,
Gilmore calling 34-3. I like it.
Yo, listen, we're 4-0 on the road, bro. So at the end of the day, bro, we don't mind traveling, bro. This team loves to travel. You know what I mean? And I want to go to. That's the one game I want the most.
Dogs
again. Yo, absolutely.
So keep going through some comments here. What the Jets need is what? Bloodo Plutarski in the locker. Who's that? I don't even know who that is. If that's like a movie reference, then you know me. I haven't seen Titanic, so
yeah.
Not favored in any game. They still haven't been favored in any game this year. That's right. Holy shit.
Nope. Hey, I don't mind that though.
Yeah, we're doing well, Steve. Hope you're doing well too. Bet on
Yep.
the Jets and make money. I might throw a little bet on the Jets. We'll
Yeah.
see about that.
Money line, of course.
What's the spread? Was it like 4?
Yeah, I think it's 4.
Our young team is going to feast on these mediocre as fuck pass. Mac getting sacked 6 times. I mean, listen, the last game, the defense played well. They had 6 sacks. They had the 1 interception. They should have had 2 picks. I mean, I feel like it's going to be the same game plan. You know, take
Well,
away
no,
Stevenson.
no,
He
no.
was the one
Listen,
guy. What's that?
no. Listen, you got to change the game plan up. I think the biggest issue that we had in that game, and the biggest problem, because I'm sitting right beside you, and we're having this conversation the whole game. Yeah, you send pressure at him. Matt Jones does not function well when you send pressure at him, bro. He doesn't do well at all, and he's prone to
Do
making
you really need
mistakes.
to blitz though?
I mean, no. I don't mean in a lot of spots. Just 1 or 2 big spots. I would see someone else out there. Listen, what killed us last time was the running back. That was the biggest issue at the backfield. You know what I'm saying? You
That was the
stop
thing.
that.
There were Mac Jones was 9 of 9 targeting the running backs.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I mean, for me, that's the only fear I have with the Patriots offense, that they kind of execute our game plan with the long drives. You know, 10 plays, 12 plays, 7 minutes. Like that. That's my only fear. You know, Stevenson's a good running back. You know, he had 7 catches the last game. The tight ends weren't really involved that much. I think the Jets have the favorable matchup on pretty much every position on the defensive side, at least.
Yeah.
Like I'm not
Well,
worried about the Patriots receivers. Myers, he had 9 catches, but only 60 yards the first game. Parker didn't do anything. Like I'm not worried about the Patriots receivers at all.
see, I think the biggest problem was, man, we couldn't get up the field on 3rd down. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was big third and 15, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 12. That's the problem I had when you didn't send nobody else. Listen, you can't let them be comfortable back there, because at some point somebody's going to be open. You know what I'm saying? Matt Jones is mobile, but he's a little mobile. He moves around well. So if you throw someone else at him, he panics a little bit and he makes a mistake. The interception that he threw was the reason why he threw the interception, because he was getting, you know what I'm saying, pressured. What Elmo said? I didn't see what Elmo said.
It was from Animal House.
Oh, okay.
I actually watched that once when I was like a little bit younger, but I haven't seen it again since. So,
Okay,
my
so,
bad. That is one that I should watch though. Vikings game needs to be flexed. I'm surprised the Patriot game
yes.
wasn't flexed.
Yeah, you ain't lying, bro.
But yeah,
Listen.
that would help us out against Kirk Cousins though, putting him in prime time.
Hey, bro, listen. I
Might
can't
enjoy
wait
that.
for that matchup. I don't even want to talk about it yet. But Jefferson and Sauce and Reed, bro.
That's
Made
gonna
for
be fun.
TV, baby. That's made for TV, bro.
LaFleur needs to unleash Zach at the start. We can't be afraid to throw and waste the first. See, that's going to be tough because you don't want to put your defense up against it. You know, like God forbid he makes a mistake early on. Like I think it's just going to be more of a simple game plan early on, kind of get a feel for the flow of the game. Like I would love to see them, take a deep shot or 2 here and there, but I think they're going to see that open up as they get the ground game going, as they get the checkdowns going. Like that stuff will open up once you start moving the football and wear them down a little bit.
Mark my words right here. This next game is gonna be Elijah Moore's game. They're gonna put him in the slot. And they're gonna let him destroy them, bro. Yeah, absolutely. I think that they're gonna put him in the slot, and I think he's gonna have 7 catches for 100-some yards, and he's gonna eat their ass alive. I think, because listen, they're not looking for that, bro. He's a mismatch, bro. I mean, we were probably sitting right beside me. I'm pointing him out, yo.
Yep.
Kid was open damn near every single time. You know what I'm saying? I think that they're going to stop the run, and I think their cornerbacks, their number 2 and number 3 and number 4 cornerbacks cannot stop our receivers. If you put Corey Davis, Elijah Wilson, and what's my man name?
If Davis plays,
and Mims. You put that 4 lineup on, bro. Good luck stopping that, bro. Good luck with that. Good luck. All I can say is good luck with that. So I'm excited, bro.
And they couldn't even contain Garrett Wilson last game. What do you have?
No,
6
no,
catches,
no.
$115.
Yeah,
So
he was killing him, bro. But listen, what does Belichick do? He takes that one thing away. He's gonna take that away. He didn't know that. That's why I said that you're gonna look at Wilson. I mean, you're gonna look at Elijah having a much bigger role. And I think moving forward, he's gonna have a much bigger role in the slot.
I hope so. Part of me thinks like that should be the natural progression. Like you move on, you get him involved with the offense. The other side of me says they're just not going to reward him for the way he handled that. And they're just going to try to get through these 8 games, trade him in the offseason, and maybe just see what they have in Mims and Berrios and guys like that.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it ends up becoming a better thing. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, bro. Like, what I'm saying? This is the one time that, we start having really good receivers. You know what I'm saying? I like Jeff Smith as well, but I just think that they're using him. I think what they were doing on the outside, they were using him as a decoy. And he's such a good player that you got to respect who he is.
Yes, I have moved on from Sam Darnold. Although I got to say, like, if Geno Smith can, find the fountain of youth and, become a great quarterback at this stage in his career, I'm not going to completely count out Darnold yet. So I know PJ Walker got benched, or he got hurt actually. So Baker's in there this week against the Ravens. Wouldn't shock me at all if he gets benched at some point in that game and we see Sam this week. So stay tuned. His fan base is always waiting for the other shoe to drop. That's just how it is. Yep. I get that mindset, but like for me, it's different right now. Like I'm not having any of those negative vibes right now. Like in years past, I'd be waiting for the other shoe to drop. Absolutely, I'd be thinking, all right, here come the Patriots again to kill all the momentum. I don't feel that way right now. Like I legitimately don't. I'm not faking it. I'm not just trying to be the good Jet fan. Like I legitimately expect the Jets to come out and dominate this game on Sunday. I really do.
I think we're the better football team, and I think for the first time playing the Patriots, and I'm going to say probably ever, that we're the better football team. I think, even with the Rex Ryan, 2008, 2009, 2010 teams, 2015, I never felt that we were the better football team. I really feel that right now that we are the better football team, and that's going to be the biggest thing with it.
Better beard, me or you? It's got to be me.
Definitely me, bro. Definitely.
You can't hang with my beard, man. Come on.
Man, whatever, bro. Beard game is crazy.
What's up, Danny boy? Yeah, Dan's big on Elijah Moore in the slot as well, because Moore will have 150 yards receiving. Oof.
I mean, I just think listen, I just think Belichick's going to do what he always does. He's going to try to take away the running game. He's going to try to take away Garrett Wilson. Now, but I love what LaFleur is doing. Is he moving the guys around? But I think what the caller said earlier, I think you do unleash Zach a little bit, but you make it a lot more simpler with him. Listen, if he steps back 1, 2, 3, get the ball in his hands, bro, Zach could be a great quarterback, man. Listen, the biggest problem Zach runs into is he holds the ball too long, which so it might not be the line, it might be him. If he gets the ball in his hands quick, get the ball into your playmakers' hands. These guys are dangerous.
And how great is this? Like I haven't even checked the Tankathon site or whatever, like to check where the Jets are drafting. Like to be in November, not even have the draft like on our mind at all.
Yeah, bro. Because prime time, I'd have been already doing my mock drafts and research already, baby.
You'd be on like mock 5.0 already,
bro. Already, bro. You already know. And this is the one year I look at. I was like, damn, bro. I'm still looking at mock drafts, but I'm not looking at the Jets. I'm just looking at players that can come in and help. It's crazy that we have such a good team that we're really in a position to where and it's young talent. They're going to be here, so we can only get better. But we only are good as our young quarterback. And I do think Zach's going to get it, bro. I think when the light comes on, the kid's going to be a monster. But just in time, we're going to rank it. That rankings injury is going to be big. I wonder if they're going to put. Listen,
I want to see more JFM in the middle.
Yo, JFM and Quinnen. Yep. With Huff on the outside.
That's what I'm saying. With the way Huff's playing, Jermaine Johnson, like those guys should be rotating on the outside opposite Carl Lawson. So
bro.
You got JFM, you got Q. Like let those guys dominate in the middle. And you got Solomon Thomas
too. Dogs. Like it's going to be a good move, man.
Here's a good question from Jomo. What are your stat predictions for Wilson? Right now, he's at 1,202 yards, 4 touchdowns, 5 picks. So we got 8 games left.
I mean,
can we get to 3,000 yards?
I
think that's reasonable, right? That's less than 250 a game. That's less than 250 a game.
I don't see that happening. I think that the running game is too good. I think that they're comfortable with that. I think Zach will average around 200 yards a game. So that's another 16 on top of that. So
most important stat that I care about is wins.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the stat that brings the most. I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. It's gonna come a time when Zach will end up leading the league in passing. He's that good of a quarterback. I think at the moment right now, he has to grow as a quarterback to understand quality decisions. Listen, we watch Josh.
I'll disagree with that to an extent. He's that good of an athlete. He has all the physical tools. I don't think he's become a quarterback yet in terms of reading defenses, like understanding all the little things about being a quarterback. I think he showed against Buffalo he's capable of doing it. Now he's got to repeat it over and over again.
But listen, Primetime, one thing I said about it, the kid is young. You know what I'm saying? So I think talent-wise, yes. I said, look, Josh Allen made mistakes yesterday. He made mistakes last week. That doesn't take away from who he is. Yeah. I mean, he's still going through the process.
Leads the league in interceptions right now.
Yeah. How long has he been in the league? 4 years, 5 years?
This is year 5, right?
Exactly. Yeah, year 5. So imagine another 5 years of how much better he's going to be with the Ken. He threw the ball 75 yards in the air, bro. With a bad elbow. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
You see the way he's running over linebackers, though?
Oh, my God.
Like, you see the way that Justin Fields goes into some of these guys? Like, that's my only concern a little bit with Wilson also is just, like, the durability aspect. He missed a couple games last year, a couple games this year already. Like, he's got to be on the field, too. Like, that's just as important.
Who's the cat who ran the most? Russell Wilson. What Russell Wilson do? Get down.
Yep.
Russell Wilson is the king of sliding. Get down.
Yep.
There ain't no point in taking no hit like that, bro. Josh Allen, 6'4", 250, bro, 260. He can take that kind of punishment. Zach's 112 pounds soaking wet. Bro, you ain't built like that.
Yep, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, JFM got a kick inside.
Yep.
Jermaine Johnson feast, absolutely. Got some predictions coming in. 2,700, 22 touchdowns. Wow.
Woo,
So wait, so that would be what, another 18 over the next 8 games? That's over 2 a game. It's ambitious. Wait, Lauren predicting only 3 more touchdowns for the rest of the year from Zach? That's not good.
I mean, if
unless that's his total for the next 8 games.
Yeah.
Even that's still not that great.
I mean, listen. We're winning, so I think whatever works. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't think we have to worry about Zach throwing for 4,000 yards if we have a losing record. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if we threw for 350 yards. You had 3 interceptions and we lost.
Yep.
That's all that matters. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm glad Nick mentioned C.J. Mosley because we don't talk about him enough. And I think I talked about this with Tyson when Belichick was talking post game about the Colts like calling out plays during their last game. He was like, yeah, it was basically the same thing as what C.J. Mosley was doing the week before, where like, they were running their play and he almost knew like where the ball was going, almost as if he was in the huddle. Like his ability to diagnose plays, like that helps everybody on this defense. Like him being the leader, like calling shit out, like that is huge what he does.
I want to tell you something. Next time you guys watch the Jets game, right? Watch C.J. Mosley on the play, right? I'm gonna tell you because it bugged me out when I first saw it. He sits there, bro. He does not fucking move. Like, watch him, bro. He just sit there, boom, he's gone. Like, his ability to be able to read a play is uncanny, bro. I know he got a little older. He might have lost a little step. He's not fast as he was. Watch him, bro. I've never seen. He just sits there. Boom. It was see ball, get ball, man. It's amazing, bro. Talented. And that hit, he had on, that hit he had on Cook last week, bro. Oh my God.
And it's amazing what a difference it makes when you've actually got a front 4 that can get pressure and 2 cornerbacks that can cover. Last year, he was running around basically trying to carry the defense by himself. Now he's got guys that are getting pressure and guys that can cover. So that's allowing him to really make some plays.
You know what? And the thing I love about C.J. Mosley, he's been so much more vocal than he's ever been in his career, bro, because they need it. You know what I'm saying? He's if you know it, he's a very quiet person. He's not really a rah-rah type guy, but he's been that way. You know what I'm saying? Because he's feeling that he understands how important it is for these young guys to feed into it. So I love the fact that, in a couple of years, we've turned this thing around to have quality players that are not only leaders or captains, but they're great men as well, man. So like I said, man,
football guys that love football.
Absolutely. And, and the thing about this, man, listen, we're a young team, man. Like, we're like number 3 in the league, youth-wise, prime time, something like that.
They're a young team, but look at who they're surrounded by also. Like every position group has at least like 1 or 2 leaders, like guys like CJ Uzomah, Laken Tomlinson. Like those are guys that are going to show you the way to do it. So like for all that I've gotten on Uzomah, like for the money he's making, he does the dirty work and he provides tons of fucking leadership on that offense.
Absolutely,
so I can't take anything away from him.
Nah, you can't, bro. I mean, the one thing about it is, man, we're not used to winning. And we got to get used to winning. You have to understand that everything's not going to be good every day. It's going to be days where things are difficult. Like, this team is young, so we expect young mistakes.
And these guys have all been through that. Uzomah was there for the shitty years with the Bengals. Like Tomlinson
he said that when he came over here.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So you're watching these kind of guys. I mean, how you think a guy like C.J. Mosley, who came from the Baltimore Ravens, a winning organization, to have 3 bad years with the Jets and to see how fast things turned around. Now he's out there playing at a Pro Bowl level again, watching his team flourish. You know what I'm saying? So, watching Quinnen Williams play probably number 1 inside tackle in the fucking league. I don't think nobody's playing on this type of level. And the bad part about it is, the funny part is, Quinnen's been getting double teamed every single
doesn't
week
matter
and still winning, bro. And still winning.
That's the difference between the conversation that we were having with Leonard Williams 5 or 6 years or 4 or 5 years ago versus Quinnen Williams. Like now he's beating those double teams. He's winning those matchups where like Leonard Williams, he would occupy the double team. He was great against the run. He wasn't really making those impact plays. We're seeing those impact plays now from Quinnen. He's earning that contract.
And then, so you got somebody like Lawson, you got somebody like Huff, you got somebody like Johnson, you got Clemens, you got John Franklin Myers. You have these guys playing at an elite level in rankings because you have Who you going to double team? You know what I'm saying? Listen, we're getting there with. And listen, you watch the Giants won Super Bowl. They were getting there with 4.
Yeah.
A
Yep.
team that can get their pressure
Yep.
with 4 is
Yep.
always going to be hard to beat. With
Yep.
our secondary, we're really going to be hard to beat. That's the problem. The biggest thing with the issue with the Patriots are we stop their backs, we win.
And
Stop their run game,
that's
we
why
win.
that's why I'm talking division. Like people say I'm crazy, but like no, like
No.
when you have a legitimate top 5 defense that can get pressure and you've got 2 shutdown corners, you can compete with anybody. And we showed
Yep.
that against the Bills. Like there's nobody that they can't compete with when they're playing smart football on the offensive side, not turning it over and letting their defense do their thing. There's nobody they can't compete with.
And I watched the Bills yesterday, bro. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. The defense doesn't scare me. The defense is not that good.
No.
Buffalo, and what's crazy, I know Buffalo have players out, but their defense haven't been playing great. You know what I'm saying? And I'm watching the Patriots. Their defense is not good. And I'm gonna be really honest with you. If you want to be
That
technical,
Von Miller contract. Whew.
oh, listen, the best defense in the AFC is the New York Jets. Period. Hands down. That's across
Not
the
gonna
whole
argue on that.
AFC. You know what I'm saying? So listen, and we still got a ways to go. So, like I said, man, we're
Stat
excited about
prediction
it.
for Garrett Wilson. Think he could top 1,000 yards. He's at 521 right now. 8 games left.
I'm gonna say 85 catches, 1,150 yards.
I like it. I like it.
6 touchdowns.
I like it. I was thinking somewhere in that area.
Yeah.
Something like 82 to
Yeah.
85 catches.
I said something like that.
A little over
He's
1,000
been-
yards.
Well, what about Corey Davis then? What do you say for Corey? Where's Corey Davis right now?
Well, when's he going to be on the field? Is he even going to play this week?
You know what though? I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. The way Mims is playing, I know we need Davis, but I don't want to rush him back because we need him for what's up, boss?
What's up, Balls?
Yeah, we need him for the long haul. So I think that, I don't want to rush. Let's go with Mitchell. I don't want to rush Mitchell back if he's not ready and throw off the continuity of the line already. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to go as far as random man's going here that Josh Allen's a glorified running back. I mean, the guy's playing like a legitimate MVP candidate
Hey,
at the quarterback position the last 2 years. I'm not going to take that away from him, but he's also a high risk type of quarterback where he's going to throw a few that you could intercept. And
Well,
this year he's gotten caught a few times.
Well, you know what, random man, I'm gonna say this right here. Like, like anybody, you can go back and check tape, bro. I did not like Josh Allen. And I gotta be honest with you. He's a running back with a fucking cannon of an arm. This kid can make every throw. I think that he's actually hurt right now, playing hurt. But I think he makes a few mistakes every now and then. But what he makes up in intangibilities, bro, being able to run the ball, maybe to throw the ball on the slide is not a throw. Listen, he made throws yesterday that I'm talking about 40, 50 yards in the basket, bro. I mean, accurate is, bro. You can't, Now I'm not gonna just say that he's just a running back, man. He's a lot more than that. The kid's a monster, bro.
Good question here from Vinny. Is this a must-win game?
Vinny, what's up, big dog? Yo, love all your content too, man. You're doing your thing, man. But I'm gonna say this right here. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say, listen, I'm not putting the pressure on us. I think this game is extremely important, not only for the division, not only for morale, not only for just getting the monkey off your back. Listen, if we win this game, bro, we in first place. Bro, listen, we're in first place.
But that reason alone, isn't that also kind of why it's not a must-win? If you lose, you're a game out of first.
Listen, I'm going to say this. I'm
Like
gonna say
like even if the Bills win, like them and the Dolphins would be at 7-3, the Jets would be at 6-4.
No,
So you're
but
a
I'm
game
saying-
out of
no,
first.
No, go ahead. Go finish. I'll take this.
No, that was my only point. Is that you're still a game out of first with 7 games left.
No, the problem is this though. So it comes down to tiebreakers. So if we already lost to the Bengals, we already lost to Baltimore, and we already lost once to the Patriots, and we get swept by the Patriots in the game. It comes down to the end of the season. They got 10 wins. We got 10 wins. The tiebreaker goes to them. We don't make the playoffs. So I think it's extremely important that we add some distance to that.
Real quick. Tell me how the Patriots are getting to 10 wins. So let's just say they beat the Jets this week. So they're at 6-4 at Minnesota.
Okay.
Is that a win?
Possibly.
Stop.
No,
Buffalo
possibly.
the week after.
Okay, loss.
Okay. Back-to-back West Coast trips, Cardinals, Raiders.
Win-win.
What?
Cardinals, Raiders, win-win.
West
Belichick.
They're not
Belichick,
being-
bro.
they might beat the Raiders, but that's also McDaniels. I mean, that's anything could happen in that game. But you're still going to the West Coast. I'm sorry. Maybe they win one of those 2 games, and then they finish up last 3 games: Bengals, Dolphins, and then at Buffalo in January. Patriots aren't getting to 10 wins, dude. They're not getting to 10 wins.
Prime time.
Where I'll agree with you though is that going 0-2 against the Patriots, now you don't have any wiggle room as far as the at Buffalo game and then the Dolphins in Week 18.
Oh, absolutely.
Both of those games would be
That
must win to get to
in
4-2
prime
in the
time,
division.
you know what I want prime time? I want that Miami game to mean absolutely nothing. That's what I want. At the end of the season, I want that Miami game to be. I want us to be in the stands like, bro, I don't care
Unless
who
we've
won or
already
not, big
clinched the
dog.
number 1 seed, I hope there's something on the
Number
line.
one. I don't even want the number 1 seed, bro.
That's what I'm
Like, yo,
saying, though. I
I'll take
mean,
the number 2. Listen,
so if you're the
all
number
I'll
2
take-
seed, something could be on the line then, right?
prime time.
Possibly.
Listen, all I want is this right here. I want to make the playoffs.
I want a home playoff. I'm getting greedy, dude. I want a home playoff.
Yo, I
game.
mean, listen,
I
you know,
did that video.
You being extra right there, big dog.
I am. Well,
you being
dude,
extra.
you saw the video I did, right? Like I did the flashback going back to 2002, 2003.
I saw it on Twitter, yo. It was dope as shit, bro. That was a dope ass junk, bro. I love that, yo. That shit was dope as hell.
Dude, I was 14 years old the last time the
Yeah.
Jets had a home playoff. I was 14. I couldn't have a beer in the stadium.
Now, let me ask you a question. If the Jets make the playoff, are we there?
Of course.
Exactly. So
Of
it doesn't matter. Listen, we're either going to Baltimore or we're going to Tennessee. One of the two. Does not give two shits to me. We'll be there. Don't worry about it.
I don't care where it is. I'm going.
Yo, I just want to.
I would love for it to be home, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely, bro. Listen, absolutely. The stadium will be electrifying. I just don't think first place, man. I mean, listen, I don't care about first place. I just want to make the playoffs. I want to see them to finish strong. I want to beat the Pats. Yo, listen, I don't know if you watched the interview with Tyson in prime time, but everybody's talking about the corn flip guy, right? So would you? So I'm gonna ask the question he asked Tyson. Would you take a loss to the Pats, but the Jets make it to the AFC playoff game? The loss to the Pats in Chicago, but the Jets make it to the AFC championship game.
Of course.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So you'll take a sweep by the Pats, but make it to the AFC championship, right?
Listen, I hate the Patriots as much as anybody,
Yep.
but the playoff drought kills me more than what they've done to us.
Absolutely.
Watching what this franchise, like, forget the outside, like worrying about ourselves, what this organization has done to us as fans, like, we deserve this. We deserve playoff games. So yes, like I would love to beat the Patriots, but if we kick their ass this week and then we lose like 5 out of the next 7, don't make the playoffs, like what did it really mean? Did they really change anything?
Yeah, Romy sent me that shit, right? He was like, "How do you feel?" I said, "Bro, I'll take that shit any day of the week, bro." Yo, AFC Championship game, I'll take that shit any day of the week, bro.
Absolutely.
So everybody knows how I feel about the Pats, man. And listen, you know what's even crazy? Like, I'm starting to hate Miami. Like,
yep.
And
well, that was the
I
original.
don't hate
in the 90s.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you didn't give a shit about the Patriots. You didn't really give a shit about the Bills. They weren't good.
Yeah.
Actually, after Jim Kelly, but like the Dolphins, Marino, like that was the team I hated. My first memory at a game was the fake spike. I was like 6 years old. That was like my first memory.
I have a friend of mine, Joe. Well, actually, a friend of mine. This guy, me, while I was talking getting coffee. Yo, he's a Bills fan. Cool as fuck, bro. I haven't seen him since we beat him, yo. So you know, what I'm saying? I don't know if he's ducking me or what, but I go in there early, wait for him. Like, you see my bill with the Bills? Nah, he ain't been here, bro. So but always cool, man. I've always had a good time with Buffalo fans. Miami. And the past, listen, I used to go to Boston every week for 5 years. They come to the Jets, listen, I hate that team, bro. I mean, listen, there's nothing about them I like. So, but I would take another loss to them, and you tell me Jets are going to make the AFC Championship game? Shh, I'm good. I'll take it.
Yep, great point from Brandon, man. We have the next 5 years to beat the Patriots. As much as we all want this Sunday, and I think that's where like the whole must-win conversation comes from. It's the 13 straight losses. It's what Belichick has done to us for 2 decades. Like that's where the feeling of must-win comes from. But as far as like season being on the line, season being over if they don't win it, you can't really say that when you drop to 6-4. So like mentally, yes, I feel like it's a must-win. Like losing 2 straight to the Patriots, when in theory we've turned the corner, that would absolutely suck. So from that standpoint, I get it. But still, like if you do lose and you're 6-4, your season's not over.
Yeah, no. Not at the end of the day, like you said. I mean, I think Random Man is absolutely correct. Listen, they're gonna fall. We're on the rise, so it doesn't matter because they spent all that money in free agency and haven't got better at all. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's just, absolutely, bro. You know what this guy's been to us, man. This guy, he's the greatest coach to ever coach. I'm not gonna knock that.
No, you can't take that away.
But
from him.
he's a really.
But he's beatable though.
When it comes to us though, he's always been an ass.
Without Brady, the Patriots have been an average team.
Listen, even with the defensively, bro, they're not good at all. Listen, bro, they didn't beat us last game. We beat ourselves.
They have a good defense.
Yeah, a decent defense. Not as good as they've been in the past.
They're well coached. That's
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And so is ours. So I think we got more talent.
Damn right, it's a must-win game. You lose this game, the season can spiral out of control real fast. It could. I'm not gonna rule out that possibility, but at the same time, again, like you're 6-4 with 7 games left. Like your season isn't over. It's just a matter of bouncing back after a loss, which they've done in all 3 of their losses this year. They've come back with a win each time. So like they've shown that they could do that.
You know what scares me more than anything, bro? To be really honest with you, games like Chicago, games like Detroit. Those games are gonna scare me more than anything because those are the games we should go in and win. That we end up losing. That's what scares me more than anything. Those kind of games. You know what I'm saying?
In the past, I would say yes. This team, I don't know if like they're going to take those teams lightly or look at it more like this is an opportunity for us to really ball out.
Well, I mean, it's just those kind of games always scare me, bro. So I'm not there yet. You know what I'm saying? When we get there, I'm good. But I'm just not there just yet.
What's up, Kev? Jets beat themselves the last New England game, pure and simple. The offensive play calling was ridiculous, and the defense made stupid mistakes. Yeah, I mean, Tyrone was mentioned it before, the inability to get off the field on 3rd downs, the roughing the passer on the pick 6 was huge. They absolutely beat themselves, and then Zach Wilson was just reckless in the second half. They cleaned that shit up. A 5-point loss is easily probably a double-digit win.
Yep, and the bad part is, prime time, that stadium was loud, bro. We were in there screaming on 3rd down, bro.
You should have been there for Buffalo. Like,
the
second half of the Bill game.
Bro, listen, I could hear it, yo.
Yeah.
Oh, on the West, I was like, yo, you saw you got some texts from me during the game, yo. And I never do that. Like, yo, how's that? I hit you up early. I was like, yo, how is it in the stadium? You were like, yo, boom. And then after you were like, yo, it's crazy in here. I was like, I already knew, man. I knew that game was wild, bro. Knew that was gonna be one. So that's when we started to win and come back, bro. Like, yo, it was a big game, bro.
A lot of people talking about the coin, predicting the loss this week. Dies this week. I hope so, Random Man. I think as an organization, it's time for the Jets to beat the Pats. David must slay Goliath. Well said, Trevor.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. What's up, nephew? You know what I'm saying? So
game is 100% on Zach's shoulders. Probably. Just as far as not doing what he did last game. Like he was what, 20 of 41. He had 3 picks. Like he can't have a game like that.
I
don't think he'll have to put the game on his shoulders, but he'll have to be smart.
I think Zach will throw the ball more this game. I think that they realize that, yo,
they're gonna throw it more this game.
I think so. I think the Patriots are
threw 41 times last game.
No. Listen, no. I'm saying more than we want them to throw it. What I'm saying is that they're gonna allow Zach to throw the ball just for the simple fact that the Patriots are vulnerable in their secondary, and I think that in their linebackers, I think that we're gonna exploit them for their weaknesses. And I think we didn't do that last game. I think that Zach. I tell you, when Zach steps back 3 steps, 4 steps, drop, get rid of the ball, the playmakers, they can't handle that. What happens is when he gets back and he starts doing the the little funky thing and spin around and run around and pointing and then throwing it to the other team that just doesn't. It can't. Belichick's team are too well coached to do that. You know what I'm saying? So can't be something that we do.
In and out. Don't have a loser mentality. Never be afraid of any team. Kick their teeth in. I like that.
Yep.
Off topic, I got to say MVP of our offense last 2 weeks, Nate Herbig, Connor McGovern. They got right A, B gap. Dude, hard to argue that. We were looking at that offensive line a few weeks ago, just in shambles, and the way that they've played these last few weeks has been pretty impressive.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
That's where also you give a lot of credit to John Benton for what he's done.
Yep. Absolutely, bro.
Honestly, the Dolphins scare me more than the Bills. They do have a really tough schedule.
Yeah. Dolphins do?
Well, let's see. Dolphins have bye week this week. Then they have the Texans at 49ers.
That's tough one.
Whoa. Dude, look at this. Dolphins have they have 3 straight road games after the Texans. At San Francisco, at the Chargers, at Buffalo.
Ooh, okay.
Maybe they win one of those games. And then what do you think, they're going 2-3 in there?
They could beat the Chargers.
They could beat the Chargers. I don't think they're going to beat Buffalo again. They beat them.
No.
They're not going to win in Buffalo. Yeah, they're not.
Ain't that cold? Nah.
I don't think they're ready in Buffalo.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to beat the Niners either in San Francisco.
Nah, that's something different too. Their defense is ferocious, bro. And you know what I'm saying, the coordinators know each other, so it's going to be, you know what I'm saying.
So then you got final 3 games: Packers, probably a win at home.
Mm-hmm.
At New England, probably a win, and then the Jets.
Yep. Yeah.
So if they lose at least 2 of those road games, they would be 11-5 going into the final week.
Yep. Yeah.
So that means
11-5. That game means that last game's gonna mean something.
if they're 11-5 with a loss to Buffalo, and the Jets beat Buffalo and the Patriots, and they have at least 10 wins going into that final week, then a win would give them the tiebreaker over Miami.
Yeah.
So that means we got to find a way to win 4 of the next 7. So beat the Patriots, beat the Bears, Lions, and Jaguars. Done.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, yo, listen, are you going to that Thursday night game against Jacksonville? I'm thinking about coming up. I'm thinking about coming up for that, bro.
I'll definitely be there.
I'm thinking about coming up for that, bro.
Do it before and after tatailgate.
Yeah, because you know what's so crazy?
Friday.
The kids, man, the kids, bro. Yo,
all right, fine, I'll go.
I'm thinking about coming up because I'm like, look, it's Thursdays right before Christmas, so that's my little gift to myself. And I ain't been on a Thursday night game before, so that'd be dope.
Biggest key: stop the Pats' run game.
Yep,
they run the ball well on us. Yeah, that they did.
And the backs of the backfield, that's really big too. Stopping the back of the back, catching the ball at the backfield, that was killing us, man.
All right, we're going to start to wrap it up. Any final comments, questions? Feel free to drop them in. I'll get through the last few comments here right now. Zach versus Mac. Zach needs to show us why we took him 2nd overall. Completely agree. Now's his time. Mac Jones, he didn't play a great game against us, but he played an efficient game, I thought, the last one. So he did what he needed to do, and they made the plays around him. So I think this is what Zach's got to do, just replicate that game from Buffalo.
Yep, that's it, bro. Play within the offense. And that's all we ask. That's all he has to do, bro. Play within the offense, bro.
Anthony will be at the Jag game if you want to meet up with him.
All right.
Thank you for watching. I have one final comment. All right. Thank you, Trevor. I think that is his final comment.
Oh. All right, nephew.
All right. Thank you guys again for joining us. Fun show. We'll be back live tomorrow night. We'll be taking calls. Oh, wait. He does have one more. Pay Uncle Tyrone. That is all. Good night, everybody. And Elmo will be at the Jags game.
Elmo, let's go, baby. Tailgate, we got to get up, baby. You already know. Everybody love Elmo, baby.
Thank you guys again for joining us. Have a good night. Talk to you tomorrow.